So, surprisingly, or not so surprisingly, our first story this week is actually on The Division. So, this week, yeah, we spent a lot of time playing it. If you haven't heard what The Division is because you've been living under a rock, or their marketing somehow hasn't got to you because you're a hermit and you don't use electrical devices, it's Ubisoft's latest MMO. I say MMO, it's Ubisoft's latest explore this area, discover all the points on the map, and upgrade your weapons simulator. And it's been out for this week, and it's been pretty popular, I think, playing it. There's been quite a lot of people picking it up, mainly because I think there's been a lot of advertising around it. And the main premise of The Division, if you don't know yet, is that someone infected money with a disease, and on Black Friday, when everyone was touching money, the disease just spread everywhere, and now New York is just a cesspool of people fighting each other and, I don't know, looting stuff. And as well as all this stuff's going on, there's an evil faction that are like killing everyone and burning them all to like stop the contamination, I think. And yeah, and it plays very much I'm trying to think what it plays like now. It plays very much like an RPG game, sort of like Borderlands.
Like Borderlands or Destiny.
Yeah, like Borderlands or Destiny. And that's pretty much it, I think. From Ubisoft, it's a bit of a different take. As I said before, there is a couple of elements from Ubisoft that we always expect from their kind of games that we get. So, I mean, Jack, you've been playing it quite a bit this week. So, what are your sort of initial thoughts to The Division?
Well, I've played a shitload of Borderlands, so I was always going to like it, but when I heard a lot of the press coming out before it came out, I was a bit disheartened. And I have to say that after the beta, I was a bit like, "Oh, this seems a bit boring. I don't really get it." But I've now put in 25 hours over the last few days, so yeah, I think I'm enjoying it a little bit.
Do you think it's because it's
you must really hate it after that, right? You must really hate it if you put in 25 hours in.
Yeah, can't stand it. No, it's good. I like it. If like the shooting and the skill use is really fun. Like when you're with one or two of your mates and you're all sort of communicating and working together, it's fucking cinematic. It looks so good, like with the explosions and all the crazy effects. And the AI is not too bad, which is quite cool. Like they will bum rush you if there's a lot of them and just insta wipe you.
I think there's a couple of times we've been playing where I think the AI know they have shit tons of health and they can run at you and you can't kill them in time before they can kill you. And
it's awesome.
They really use that to their advantage to really just screw you over completely, I think.
Just come in and shotty too hotty up in this shit.
I think it's a bit of a mixed thing. I don't know. I guess it's not cheating. I know it's not really cheating, but the AI they do seem very self-aware of how powerful they are, and if they can screw you, they'll just sprint at you. But yeah, I guess the AI is quite good. It's interesting. It's not this. I don't know if it's the same as like typical AI, even in MMOs and stuff that I've played. I mean, yeah, they're ruthless, especially on hard.
There are some weird bits though as well, where like you sort of get people stuck between aggro switching and they don't actually like shoot anyone. I've had enemies just sort of stand still, like boss enemies just stand in a doorway, and we've just headshotted them down, which is like not so great, but most of the time the AI is really good. Like the way they move around, the way when you flank them, they do sort of shit themselves and run away.
Yeah. And it's fun. I think one of the things I love about it is the dynamics you get from rushing up and then having to massively pull back and then having to sort of push up again quite a bit. And I think as far as games I played, I don't think I've ever really been in that type of, like, especially with AI, that type of like battleground or gaining power situation.
No, that's true. Like it's kind of almost MMO-y, like the way you sort of aggro a group and then you try and clear them out and like kite them back and stuff. And the boss battles go on for a long time, require multiple skill uses. And I really like that. And I like the way, like you said, you sort of get in cover, you start a fight, and then they overwhelm you a bit, and you fall back, and then you start clearing them out, and you can start sort of aggressively pushing forwards. It's really fucking cool.
I think last time, so the point of this segment is what we want to do is as well, because we've been playing it for about a week. I think I'm almost level 20 now, which isn't too great, but we've been pushing through. We haven't got to the end game yet, but we haven't been playing it for a fair bit of time. So I thought what a good thing we could do is potentially provide you guys with some tips, and basically how we started, and now we've been playing it. How many hours have you sunk into it now, Jack?
Yeah, I think it's like 27 or something.
Man, that's crazy. What's that been in? Like, you spent a day this week, fully this week, just playing the division.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to say no because it's kind of true, but yeah. Friday night, everyone's
As I think
drinking,
I'm on about
and I'm just leveling.
14-15 hours now in a week. It's
I
not quite as bad as Jack.
I closed my Steam, and I closed the game on Steam, and I thought it was going to be like, and it just for some reason it kept running in the background. So now Steam thinks I played for 36 hours already when I haven't. I don't know how much I played. I think it's just because it's on.
Don't try and bend the truth, Tim. You've probably played for 36 hours.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's face it.
If I have been playing for 36 hours, I'm pretty ashamed by the progress I've made so far. But then again, that is pretty typical when I play games, I think.
To be fair, I thought you were actually playing pretty well when we played last night.
Oh, thanks. That's all right. Oh.
Normally I have to get a bit shouty and a bit angry. I didn't even have to worry about you.
It's not as I did have a lot of time playing on my own for a bit, trying to get the hang of it. But I don't think it's as hard as other games. What was it, like Call of Duty? Like, fuck that. That's just like way too quick off the trigger.
I don't know, like when you play a hard mission on the Division, like when I've been playing with people who are good at the game or good at games in general, it's not hard, it's challenging.
Yeah.
But like on some of the missions, especially if you're slightly underleveled, it can get so difficult.
Definitely.
I remember that mission we were on the rooftops, that one we did. Whew, that was insane.
That was the one when I died and you can get to me for like 10
Hey,
minutes and I was just
Tim,
sat there.
When it's safe, that was how I started the sentence. When it's safe, go and activate that rope. And I just see Tim's character already halfway out into the open as all the snipers spawn. And I was like, RIP, sweet prince. But to be fair to you, Tim, you activated the goddamn objective.
Because I thought you actually said, go and activate it. Because once it's activated, it's safe.
No, I said when it's safe.
All right, okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The best one was I went down and was like, "Oh, Tim, I've gone down." He's like, "Okay," and I couldn't get back up on. I've gone down rather than I've been shot.
Kind of missed most of that, I'm afraid, Tom.
Tom, you're cracking up like I don't know, like a cracker.
Well,
cracker.
let's not get racial with it.
Wow. You lowered the tone of the whole thing there.
That's kind of what I'm here for, you know.
So, sticking on the Division, what like tips? So if you could give any tips, Jack, then what do you think are the main? I mean, we've got a little list. So what are the main things that we sort of think we've learned and that people should probably know while they're playing and picking it up now?
Okay, well, the first thing is that it's not very clear that the most expensive upgrade so you get your home base and you have 3 areas that you can upgrade, and which gives you access to skills and passive like perks and sort of talents that you can choose and stuff. And obviously when you level up certain areas, so say in the medical wing you develop the K9 lab that gives you access to specific skills or the talents, whatever. But the most expensive upgrade in each wing will actually unlock what's called a signature skill, which unlocks a 3rd skill slot for you. So the first thing you want to do is save the supply points you earn from missions to level up the most expensive area as soon as you can. Because I didn't realize, and I was just leveling up whatever I thought was cool. And then I'm like level 15 and I see people with 3 skills, and and those skills are very powerful. So you want to do that first of all. Next is that the consumables, you can actually access a quick wheel by holding down the medkit button. So it's V on the PC and then D-pad on the controller. And then that gives you access to you can actually use these items, which give you temporary bonuses like incendiary rounds, explosive rounds, damage resistance, blah, blah, blah. So on a hard mission, that can be very useful. Don't bother with the Dark Zone until you're level 13 because it scales player brackets, kind of like MMO Battlegrounds. So if you're level 1, you go into the Dark Zone, you're going to be getting stomped by people level 14 and lower. Story missions and side quests seem to give the most XP, especially on hard, especially if it's above your level. I did a mission that was 1 level above me and went up and a level and a half at level 19, so I instantly hit level 20. And I'd be max level if I'd just been doing missions right now, rather than just sort of faffing around and making ults and all that shit. Dark Zone funds, the Dark Zone currency, pretty much worthless because when you get to level 30, you unlock a premium Dark Zone currency. So the one you earn doesn't really matter, but you can get blueprints from the safe houses and stuff, which is cool, I guess. And snipers. That's my final most important tip. Snipers. You may think the shotgun's cool early game. You may think your SMG is really nice, but at the end of the day, the sniper is the best weapon for taking down those hard enemies because you can, from a distance, their accuracy is reduced, so you're not going to be getting slammed. You can headshot them really easily from a distance because they'll just pop out, and you can just sort of sit there sniping them. And yeah, I found almost every person I've played with has a weapon and a sniper. So hold on to your snipers.
I do have a sniper. Do you have a sniper, Tom? Do you resonate with those tips?
I do. Yeah, I do have a sniper. I think it's probably the weapon I use the most as well. So it's just so powerful.
Mm.
I was going to say, the one thing I would add to that as well is what you were saying about upgrading your base is check what upgrades you get. Because I know to begin with, I was just buying, oh, that sounds like a very cool area to have. Let's build that. And it literally, like the skills I was using, and the perks I was using, the upgrade I did gave me nothing. But like the one below it upgraded my sticky grenades to make them better.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize this at the time, so I had to then go refine supplies to actually make my skills better.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Because obviously there's different areas will gain you access to upgradable versions of skills. So I did the same. I just upgraded cool shit, and then I found, oh, I can actually upgrade my cover thing to heal me as well. And yeah, like the skill bonuses, the mods are super powerful. Like they really changed the way the skills are used. So it's so worth like making sure you go, oh, I like this skill. I'm gonna upgrade the area that gives me the skill mods for it.
And
Yeah,
out of the mods, what have you gone for, Jack? What do you think are the most useful?
The cover one, because it gives you damage increase, it gives you damage resistance. I've got the mod for it which heals you as well, so you just whack that on a cover. That's fucking awesome. And then I've got I really like heals mainly. I find that I've taken all sorts of different skills, but as soon as those enemies have armor, they destroy my turrets instantly, so they do nothing. The shield is worthless because they just rinse through that instantly. The mobile cover's worthless because they rinse through that instantly, and it's like, well, there's cover everywhere. Who gives a shit? I haven't really tried some of the more offensive ones like the sticky bomb and roller mine, but there's the healing pack that can revive people is so good because if you put it on yourself as you're about to die and then you get downed, it reses you back up. So yeah, I've just been rolling with heals and just sort of every time I get in a sticky situation, run away, heal up, keep going.
I think the mines are awesome, especially the incendiary ones. When they blow up, they do sort of seem to take out. They do a significant amount of damage as well. I mean, the game.
I need to try them out, but like grenades don't really do much for me. The stage I'm at, like level 20 enemies, when they've got like 10 bits of armor on, you throw like your skill at them, and it's just like, cool. That's if I'd been shooting them with a sniper, I'd have done way more damage in this time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I haven't used the right skill mod.
I've gone full out offense, so sticky grenades with like an upgrade and the turrets with the flamethrower upgrade, and you just rip through everything.
I struggle with the flamethrower upgrade.
Like, throw them in, sit at the back with a sniper.
Yeah.
Just everything.
But even on hard missions, you're not fine when you throw your turret in. They just one-shot it.
No, I mean if you throw it, you just don't throw it right into the middle of 12 of them.
Yeah.
Throw it on the corner, and then it actually lasts a while because you're normally the one that's, if you like throw it to the side, you're normally still the one that's got all the aggro points. So your turret just sits then, provides extra damage while they're trying to shoot you behind a cover.
And I guess I've used it for the opposite. So I just wait, I just throw it out, and then I get it, take all the aggro, and then I just get some pot shots in the side while they just take it out. I mean, it's not that long, but yeah, no, yeah, interesting. I think there's a lot of playstyles for the Division, and you know, I think still quite a lot of publications haven't even released their full reviews yet because there's still lots to explore and lots to see. And
well, streamers have only just got to like end game content.
Yeah.
Summit 1G's only just got to like grinding the end game currency, and he's sort of the one you see at the forefront of streamers on these shooters and stuff.
And if anyone is watching and you don't have the Division yet, you can be in with a chance to win a free copy of the Division from Game Debate. So we're currently running a competition which ends on the 15th of March. So if you want to get yourself a free copy, all you have to do is you can either tweet below on the article. If you go to the Game Debate website, you can find the article there where you can get